So, good day guys. Hope everyone is feeling jolly as we get closer to Christmas. Yeah, got back on the bike again. This literally probably is going to be the only day that's not actually raining at this moment in time that I'm going to get to ride it. It's a Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, I should say. And it's just stopped raining, so I thought I'll get out on the bike. I've looked at the weather, and it's I could hit a bit of wet weather, so I was going to do the vlog on a nice bit of country road, but I fear it could rain, and it just doesn't look that great when you got, you know, rain all over the bloody screen. It just doesn't look right. So if we get any spitter spatter, then apologies, but I'm going to get down to business right now and get on with the show. So yeah, what I wanted to talk about today, and this is a topic that kind of comes up a little bit on the channel and in the sort of motor vlogging community, and people ask me when they're buying a bike and that, you know, they ask me this question all the time, and it is, what pipes should I get for my bike? Now, I mean, this is such a weird topic really, because there's quite a few little factors that are going to affect what you buy, or what makes your decision in the end and buying new pipes, stage 1 or whatever, for your bike. Realistically, probably the main factor is going to be price. You know, if you can only afford £400 slip-ons, excuse me, then that's all you're going to be able to get, isn't it? But if you're in the market for buying, you know, something up around £1,000 or just over £1,000, you're pretty much going to be able to get any pipe you want for just over £1,000. And I mean, that's literally any pipe. I mean, these pipes set me back about 500 quid. So, you know, I know some of them you can get ones prefab that are all, you know, weird styles and all that sort of stuff, and they can be bumped up a little bit on the price. So price is probably your main priority, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't want to break the bank and get into debt over a set of pipes, but obviously we can save up, we can do all that sort of stuff. Anyway, whatever. So price is probably the most main factor. Secondly, for me, I think probably looks. You know, looks is going to be important, because there's no point putting a load of chrome on your black bike if that's not what you want to do. So, you know, the look of the pipes. Do you want chrome? Do you want brushed metal? Do you want black? Do you want 2-into-1? Do you want a dual system? You know, that there's a vast variety of pipes out there, all with their own little bit of styling differences, and you know, there's not much out there that I would say I wouldn't like, but it's, you know, I think it's probably the second most important thing. I mean, it was for me when I was buying pipes, is what it looks like. And yeah, you know, I chose mine in the end on the 2-into-1, just because it looks cool and it's nice and tidy. You know, for me that was quite a nice sort of tidy look. Thirdly, and now, you know, this one again, if you don't like the sound of a pipe, then it's pointless having it on your bike. And obviously, I've just mentioned it, the sound, the noise of the bike, you know, or the pipes, I should say. I mean, at the end of the day, some people want super intense, loud pipes, you know, you can hear you coming from a mile away. And some people just want something subtle that just gives it a nice purr, a little potato sound, or whatever it is. But they want something that's, you know, makes the bike sound a bit more aggressive, but it isn't, you know, you're not gonna require earplugs on a nice Sunday morning drive. Whoa! There you go, boys and girls. Those Dunlop tires working a treat. Happens a lot, guys. Happens a lot. So yeah, the sound of the pipes really does kind of make another big factor in buying pipes. Do you want that kind of old school V-twin potato 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 sound, or do you want that bark that you get from, say, the Two Brothers 2-in-1, you know? And then how loud do you want it? Do you want to put mufflers in there, or do you want a straight through pipe? You know, the world is your oyster when it comes to those sort of noises. And there is quite a few videos out on YouTube now. You know, we're lucky to have such a thing as YouTube, where we can actually hear a lot of different exhausts before we buy them. You know, they're not going to be, you're never, until you actually hear it on a bike and you ride that bike, you're never going to get the actual correct feel and sound for the pipes. But YouTube gives you a rough idea of what it sounds like. You know, there's some pretty half decent videos out there, so you know, go and check that sort of stuff out. And finally, it's the actual styling of the pipe. So when I mean that, I mean 2-in-1 or a dual system, 2 pipes, 2 separate pipes. Now there's a little bit of science involved here. A lot of it really ain't gonna matter to us sort of casual riders, but it will a little bit, I guess. So general rule of thumb is a 2-in-1 pipe, which is what I've got on mine, which is where, you know, you get 2 pipes coming out, 1 out of each sort of cylinder sort of thing, and then it molds into 1 pipe. So that's a 2-in-1. And then you've got your dual system, which is just 2 separate pipes coming straight out of the engine. And honestly, that kind of comes into the style a little bit as well. You know, do you want a 2-in-1 for the looks, and or do you want a dual system for the looks? You know, short shots, for example, versus the Two Brothers, for example. But where I'm going with this is, like I said, the 2-in-1 is going to give you slightly more power than a dual system, and that's all to do with the scavenging, the natural scavenging effect of a 2-in-1 exhaust. You know, it's as one piston's going up, it's pulling air into the pipe as the other one's pushing air out, so you're getting that natural sort of flow of air going in. But there are some sort of advantages, I guess, to a dual system, and that it comes really down to sort of racing and drag racing and all that sort of stuff, really. And you know, you can sort of tune a single pipe for a single cylinder, you know, so you could and also with that in sort of like a different power band, so you can have like a dual system that gives you the peak power at around 6,000 revs or around 4,000 revs, or whatever you want it to do. And that just comes down to basically the length of the pipe and the width of the pipe, and as a general rule on that, so what is it, a longer, thinner pipe is going to give you more power in the lower end, and a shorter, wider pipe is going to give you more top end power. So what I'll do, guys, I'll leave a link in the description below of where I've kind of got all this information. I mean, you know, I'm no mechanical engineer or anything like that, and you can have a good old read of it yourself. But it is something to consider when you are buying pipes, because at the end of the day, some people just want the noise and the look. Other people want other people want you know, a bit more performance out of it. And personally, if it was up to me, and you know, and I was going to go to get stage 2 or stage 3 or whatever, stage 4, I would strongly recommend a 2-in-1, because you are going to get that extra bit of horsepower. It's not going to be a lot, but it might only be 1 or 2, you know, but it's gonna make a difference. I mean, I really did feel the difference when I got the stage run from stock straight off the bat. It was a huge difference, and I know some guys have got quite a bit of power increase on these Two Brothers 2-in-1 just with the stage 1. So you know, it is possible. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, really. You know, so you've got your price, your looks, your sound, and then whether you're on a 2-in-1 system or a dual system. I mean, obviously I'm talking about a V-twin engine here. You know, if you've got a Honda Japanese or whatever bike with 4 cylinders, and it's going to be a 4-2-1 sort of jobber. So really, I am just talking about the sort of 2-cylinder V-twin type exhaust here. But I am, you know, Harley Street Bob vlogger type dude, so there you go. But I am going to leave it there, guys. If you want any more information on this topic, leave your comments below, or if you have any more information on this topic, if something I've said has swayed you into buying another different thing or whatever, let me know. But yeah, gotta leave it there, guys. The weather's coming in, and yeah, you know, it's one of those days. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, please give me a like and a subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Street Bob Vlogger. Woo!